we were told that you were kicked off of that plane. You then had to be fed a meal to somewhat, you know, get something on your stomach, since you told them that you had drank on an empty stomach. Then you got on another plane and proceeded to drink again, and you got kicked off of that plane as well, too.
Do you remember any of
that?
No.
Wow. You also threatened to call the cops on our producer, and you sent them a text message, which we have. The text message said, "Call me now, or I'm calling the cops." What was that about?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
You don't remember doing that as well, too?
No, I don't.
Our producers told us that you were really agitated because you didn't have a blanket while waiting for your second flight, and that was why you threatened to call the police.
Okay, I believe that because it was freezing cold. Okay.
Okay, but
Is
you
that
don't.
refreshing your memory now?
Yeah,
Donna? Is it coming all back to you?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me help refresh your memory a little bit more, because Kayla's the one who observes you when you are intoxicated. So, what are some of the behaviors that your mom engages in when she's drunk?
There was one time that, for the first time ever, this was only a few months ago, I took the person I was dating at the time to take her out to dinner.
Right.
And she came downstairs, didn't even have shoes on, and she wasn't like, your pants were unbuttoned and everything. Like, you were just, and you didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, but did I tell you not that I did not want to go out? I just
No, you didn't. You said, please come pick me up.
No, I didn't. I didn't want to go. And she came upstairs and she said, "You're going, you're going, you're going."
That's not true.
Oh my God.
Donna, remember, you have a hard time remembering things when you drink a lot, so we've got to listen to what Kayla's telling us about
that
the story.
night you drank a 12-pack.
How about physical violence? Does she get physical when she drinks?
She's given me a black eye before.
Wow.
And then not remembered the next day and asked me what happened.
In my defense, she pushed me.
I pushed you after you punched me.
Donna, there's no defense to giving your daughter a black eye. I'm sorry, okay? Just no defense to that.
She pushed.
Never violence with your children, Donna.
If you would see the way she speaks to me and talks to me, I mean, I just, you know.
Is this true, Kayla? Do you disrespect your mom and call her names or use profanity with her?
With her addiction, I've tried every method. I've tried being nice. I've bawled my eyes out to her.
Yeah.
And yes, I've cussed her out because I
You even went to jail for her, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Tell us about that.
2 years ago, I was working at a tanning salon, and she came in. She was extremely messed up and wanted to tan and wouldn't leave. So I tanned her under my employee package, and that cost me my job and a misdemeanor.
You got arrested, right? There's a warrant for your arrest?
Yes.
Yeah, your manager pressed charges?
Yes, and I lost my job.
Wow. And tell us what happened while you were in jail. Your mom actually showed up, but not to bail you out, right?
Yep, my mom walks all the way up there with her boyfriend to get the keys to her car.
And not to bail you out. And not to bail you out.
No.
But let's talk about how you even got arrested in the first place. Wasn't there an altercation for which you did call the cops to intervene?
Yes.
And then
she wanted
what happened?
She wanted her car keys, and her boyfriend had been drinking, and her boyfriend, who doesn't even have a license, has had so many DUIs he's not allowed to drive, was trying to drive the car too. And I wasn't gonna allow it to happen. Because at this point in my life, my mom actually was starting to get her life together. She finally moved into her own place. She got herself her own car. And then, of course, she let some man come in and dictate that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I did call the cops because I wanted them to know, look, my mom is trying to drive and she's extremely intoxicated.
Right.
And
Trying to protect her and anybody else she might
I'm in my
potentially hit.
pajamas and I
Right.
have an officer tell me to put my hands behind my back because I have a warrant for my arrest.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't even know
No.
that your employer had called the police and filed a complaint against you. Wow.
Nope.
And what a turn of events, because you were just trying to save your mom,
Exactly.
right?
Mom, what do you think? What do you think about all this? I mean, your daughter's going to jail because of your behavior.
No, and you know what else I think about this? She crashed my brand new car and didn't even tell me into my neighbor.
It was completely crashed. Yes, sorry, I drove the car one night and got a fender bender because it was dark and I backed into a dark
and I had
car.
to pay $100. How many times?
You know how much I've paid for court?
Do you know how much money I
to...
have given you?
I'm your daughter. I don't come out of the womb with a resume ready to work, Mom.